Mario Kart has a lot of tracks with some variety to them as well. Today I will be listing my picks for the top 20 Mario Kart tracks, so let's get into it. I never thought I would ever drive through the Wii Sports Resort Island in Mario Kart, but somehow we got that in Woohoo Loop. What I also didn't expect was all the people that live on Woohoo Island, because there's a lot of cars driving through the island with you. Just driving through the island is great enough, but avoiding cars while doing it makes it so much better. Even I'm surprised to see Sunshine Airport so low on the list. The track that you race inside an airport, through an airplane, and in the sky. My favorite part about this track has to be how the gliders are used to act like you are taking off and landing as if you were an airplane. I just think there could have been more done for this track. Calamari Desert takes you through a trip in the Wild West, featuring railroad trains that force you to stop or be crushed. There's also lots of open space to throw your items at others. I hope to see this track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at some point. In terms of Bowser's Castles, the Double Dash version is really simple in terms of layout. However, the obstacles and hazards spice it up to a whole new level. Thwomps, fire bars, lava, a giant Bowser statue that shoots fireballs at you. This Bowser's Castle is exactly what it should be. DK Summit is an incredible snowboarding adventure. It features ramps to trick off, skinny turns that can lead to falling off into a bottomless pit, and a half-pipe section at the end where you have to avoid snowboarding Shy Guys. This track is a personal favorite of mine. F-Zero now has some tracks ported to Mario Kart 8, and Mute City is an incredible Mario Kart track. Recharge pathways give you coins, there's speed boosts all over, and is an incredible race every time. This one probably will never get old. Grumble Volcano is exactly what a volcano track should be. You start off racing through a volcano and trying not to fall into the lava, then you race through this cave, and when you come out, you have to hop from one stone platform to the other. Meanwhile, the music fits the theme and the track falls apart the more into the race you are. It's an overwhelmingly exciting track. Rock Mountain is the perfect representation of a mountain track. The highlights of this track are a cave for players to use their items, a gliding section that leads to a forest, and then at the end, you race up the mountain with boost panels and falling boulders to avoid. It's really underrated in my opinion. Maple Tree Way is a fan favorite, and it's no mystery why. You start off getting shot into a tree, then race up the tree and avoid some wigglers on the way, and after some more tree branch action, you can trick off a wavy bridge at the end. I also love the music and the visuals of this track as well. If you have been watching my channel at all, you know I love throwbacks. Airship Fortress is a Super Mario Bros. 3 inspired track and is one of my favorites from Mario Kart DS. It starts off with you avoiding bullet bills being launched at you, then you have to avoid the rocky wrenches, then avoid fire bars, and finally you finish off being shot from a cannon to a fortress at the end. This track is always a blast. Koopa Cape is a blast to play on every time with its action-packed design and great music. You would think the fast-paced section with rushing water would be the best part, but after that part, you go down a massive pipe to an underwater section, and keep in mind this was before we could race underwater. This section again features rushing water, but now there are spinning obstacles that you have to avoid or you will be shrunk. This track definitely brings some excitement. Mount Wario is one of my favorite Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks because there is not really a weakness to this track. It is constantly exciting, with some key parts being the peak, cave, forest, and a really fun part in my opinion, which is a skiing section near the end of the track. It is one of the more difficult tracks in the game, but I think how creative it is way outshines that. Personally, Moonview Highway is without a doubt the best traffic track out there. The cars move so fast, change lanes, and there are many different cars. There is the regular car which can yeet you into the air, trucks that can run you over like it's nothing, and bomb cars which, what do they do again? Oh yeah, they explode. The best thing about this track has to be turning the corner and having no idea if you will get space between your competitors or get demolished by whatever awaits you. Sure, it's chaos, but that's what makes a great Mario Kart track sometimes. Who would have thought that a literal oval will be one of the most legendary tracks ever? I'm talking about Baby Park, of course. You know what I said about chaos being one of the best factors in Mario Kart tracks? Well, it doesn't really get more chaotic than this track right here. Last place players have the pleasure of destroying everyone, while the first place player has to somehow avoid other players, shells, items on the ground, and the chain chomps that pretty much take up the whole width of the track. Even if you claim to hate this track, you deep down love it. In my eyes, DK Mountain is one of the best tracks out there. You are shot off onto a volcano, race downhill on the bumpy mountain while avoiding boulders, and then to finish it off, you cross the shaking bridge and hope that no one behind you is a heavyweight or has a mushroom. You can't go wrong with this track. Ah yes, the Mario Kart track that is literally a meme. Jokes aside, it is a super fun track to race on. A shopping mall racing track doesn't really sound like it would work, but it does. With legendary music, escalators to speed up and trick off of, palm trees and fountains all over the track, and drivers at the end that literally have no clue how to park their cars. Everyone loves this track. The Wii version of Bowser's Castle is the best in the series. You know it's gonna be great when it starts with a massive jump. The turns are also super tricky while having thwomps on them. The best part of this track is the part where you have to avoid massive fireballs being shot from the robotic Bowser at the end of the road by tricking off half pipes as if you were snowboarding. Like, just how do you beat that? If you've played this track, you definitely know how fun it is. I just want to know who in their right mind would think to have a pinball machine as a racing track. When you are playing Waluigi Pinball, you become the pinball for the whole ride, getting shot off into the machine, avoiding other pinballs, drifting in between bumpers, and lastly avoiding the flippers on the way to the finish line. I just can't believe this track works so well. Big Blue is my favorite Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track. Not only is it from F-Zero, but it also feels like a water slide. There's boosts everywhere, is a good remake for an F-Zero track, and never gets old. I personally prefer to play it on 200cc, but even on 150cc, it still feels super fast. If this comes up as an option for online, I am almost always picking it. For number 1, I decided to put all of the Rainbow Roads because this video would be uninteresting if so many selections were Rainbow Road. However, if you want to know my feelings on each Rainbow Road, then click this video right here. I've already ranked the Rainbow Roads in a separate video and I think you would be interested in watching. So, I will see you there.